I could have never foreseen this. That vessel, it contains primitive etchings that seem to be a
On the air. Okay.
Prove you are him. Destroy the ones who oppress. Destroy who? Does this smudged glyph represent some enemy? You'll have to carry that vessel into battle and prove yourself if we are to unlock these secrets.
Alright. So I'm doing the Sands of Inaros missions. I did the first one. It was nothing but a walkthrough and exploring the temple. I found out that I'm dealing with a lot of infested, so I'm going to show you better characters to equip when you're going against the infested. Now, normally Ember Prime is really good because she has a wide array of damage that she can just run through the board and blow everybody up. Hero's really good because he can, when there's a lot of infested coming at you, he can trap them, and then of course that'll increase his shield damage and debuff. Raj is also very good, but the reason, I'm sorry, this is my daughter's Warframe, but the reason that I'm going to show you the better Warframes use is because when you're equipping the mods, there's called Infested Independence. It actually reduces the speed of all the infested around you. Now, the level that I'm about to play on, you kind of don't really need it, so it'll be better to do something which breaks down the enemy's armor, and then just put infested stuff onto your weapons. And I'm going to show you how to do that in 1 second. So let's see, I'm going to change this one. I'm sorry, I haven't played with her in a while, so Daddy, it's kind of low.
This is a police academy.
And I have Rush on here to make it run faster through the board. Battery Resolve, give her more health, and it gets better when you do combos. Of course, her armor's up, Vitality, Shield is up, and then her ability strength is up, and Prime Flow, so she has more energy. Okay, now with your arcane stuff, you get those from, of course, killing the terrorists, or the Titans on Cetus, as I like to call them. But I think for this mission, just to have some fun with it, we're going to level up our Wukong. Now, I've equipped this phone the lens, and what I did to it is put on multi-shots, maximum ammo, because the ammo is really bad on this, like a few shots and you're already out of ammo. Has good heat, explosion, and as you can see over on the left, the corrosive is at 3000, impact is at 15154, blast is at 2087, heat is at 1640, and of course you know that's pretty high if you're not a natural gamer. Now your critical damage, that's what will put a lot of damage on them, but since we're fighting the infected, we're going to take the toxin off, and we're actually going to put the Bane of Infested on. Let's see, infected clip is this one, so visual alignment there, bada bang, bada boom. Always match it with the proper one. As you see, it turns green. If it turns red, that means it's subtracting how much you can put on there. If it turns no, if it turns green, it means it cuts the price down in half. As you see, the Hellfire was first 10, now it's down to 5. I have this rifle river mod, but since I'm just doing a side mission for the first time, it's not going to have it on there. I'm not going to be opening no caches, so I'm going to replace that with the Bane of Infection. Bane of Infested is on there. Okay. Submission saw, so I'll put the slash on here because I can help get through the armor. Blast went down, so I need to equip piercing hit, probably better. Alright. I give it the punch through because that way it can break through whatever armor they have. Alright. So this would be my loadout for the infested, like I said, because it has damage to the infested right here. Bane of Infestation works pretty well. And I don't normally use the Gamma Core. I'm trying to power up. If you want a really good weapon to use, I will say the Dex Furus, if you were able to get it when it was a gift from the Lotus. If not, the Haikuyo, it is a very good, marvelous weapon. Matter of fact, I will equip this and show you exactly how well this works. Now, when you're upgrading it, this one is from my favorite ones. I have Horn Strike, of course, Heat, Lethal Torrent, Deep Freeze, Convulsion, Auger Pack, 75% more damage, and Razor Shot. I just got a few more mods to put on to actually make these better. So what I'm going to do is replace the Deep Freeze with Ice Storm and Scorch with Heated Charge. And as you see, I actually I can put a lot more on here now. So instead of putting more on, I'm going to upgrade what I have on there already. So you hit triangle to go to your mods, and say for example you want to upgrade your, where's she at? Lethal Torrent. Select it, R1. It shows you how much it costs, how much endo you need, and how it prices. And we'll just increase that 6%. And we'll do the Expel Infested. Now up one more. Okay. So now we're going to be doing 30% more damage to the infested, and with a 60% fire rate and multi-shot. Alright, so as you see, it's all in green. It has got a lot stronger. So these little ninja stars, now it may not be as strong as your other weapons, but because they throw so much out at one time and they throw it so fast, it's not gonna matter. Like, guaranteed to get down. Now, this is one of my lower weapons. I just started using these. Normally for infested, I would use a weapon that can hit multiple people. Especially this is one of my favorite swords. This can hit a variety of folks, but normally the two-handed weapons are the ones that can hit multiple enemies. So I'm going to use this one and show you exactly what I meant. Now, your stance mods, you upgrade those, and when you put it on, you can actually, your capacity will get raised much higher. Like I said, these are brand new, so their levels is pretty low. But if you want to see how to increase like a level 30 weapon, this one is pretty good as far as how it is. As you can see, it's up in the 2000s. Now, there are guys who are much OP than that, but hey, we're talking about right now. So, Rending Strike is good because it has slash and puncture. Now, what that means is it breaks through the enemy armor. When you have the puncture, the armor won't make a difference. If an enemy is affected by puncture, you get hit directly to their life. That's why I have so much puncture on here. Also, I have Frost, Multi-Impact, and Shock and Touch. Attack speed, because the sword swings a little bit slower than your normal weapon. So we have that to make sure it swings at an appropriate speed. And as you see, my sword is on fire. But instead, we are definitely going to, but for this demonstration, I'm going to go with a lower level weapon just to show you how effective properly equipping your weapons with the proper mods can be. Alright, so I'll take Warm Prime with me. Let's get him repping. Alright, so that's how you want to like make sure you have stuff to do high damage to infested. So we're going to go ahead with our Sands of Inaros mission and see, and I will show you the best way to do the gameplay. Here's the jar. So I picked it up, and now we're going to fulfill the inscription. In fact, let me pick this up, and I'm going to screenshot this. 1 second, guys. All right. So let me play my weapons and stuff real quick. As you have a variety of things being built. Alright, so I'm going to start the Inaros mission again. Let's see if we're going to do it from here. I think when I was trying to set up, I didn't see the inscriptions. Alright, so basically I have to prove myself now to be able to open the vessel. So, but that is a way to properly equip your Warframe. If you're going in for Sands of Inaros, I think it's level 20 to 30. And we should go for there. Alright, so this would be to be continued. I will shoot out another broadcast for better upgrades. Especially once you get the mods up, and show you better ways. If you have any questions or have any Warframes that you're trying to make stronger, hit me up and I can definitely show you ways that you can improve Warframes, because each Warframe you want to put mods on them according to what type of Warframe they are. You have a lot of support character roles and you have a lot of attackers, so depending on what Warframe you have equipped, you want to equip your mods based off of that. For example, Gara, she's really good with her mods. You want to do stuff that does range, not so much make the damage better. I can show you what I mean. I'm gonna go to Gara. I hit triangle. As you can see, she has physique. Where is she at? Stretch. Stretch is really good because when she does her glass shield, it goes out much further. I have intensified, so when she does a shadow blast, it stops the enemy's weapons. And also, she's a good Warframe because she automatically blinds them. If you're using Gara and you're running around, any bad guy that sees you, they will actually get blind just because she's that vicious. Nah, it's from her armor, but yeah, Gara's actually a good Warframe to use for most missions, just because she gives you an advantage if you get into the light. Well-lit areas, as I said, she can blind bosses, anybody, and she's young, and of course me. And I can show you, these are her signature weapons, the bonus, and the Fuchsia, and her, right now I am making her assault rifle, the Astilla, and it should be done within 18 minutes. Okay, so I'll hop back on and show you guys what that looks like when it's done. So, now, going back to the Sands of Inaros, let's do this one. I'm going to use my simulator. Now this weapon is good because it creates black holes when you fire. So any bad guy that walks into that area as you're firing will automatically get sucked into that vortex, or it will drain on his life. Now this is the Miwa. Of course, there's only one place you can get this, and this is my third time resetting its level, or putting forma on it rather. This sword is really, really good. It has a high damage output, especially when it's on level 30, and one of the best swords, I would say, on the game. Second to this bad boy because it can hit multiple foes. Now another good Warframe to use if you're into like devastation is Ash Prime, or Ash. Ash is a really well put together Warframe. He's good in either stealth, or he's good with stealth and cool with multiple killings when he uses his abilities. His best ability is Blade Storm, or one of my favorite ones is Blade Storm rather, not his best. But all you have to do is execute Blade Storm, run around, and you'll see targets appear over the bad guy's head. All you have to do is hit triangle and R1 again, and he will automatically put clones of himself and instantly kill all of those guys. His Shrunken is pretty good. It does a lot of damage and causes bleed. He's really good to use with swords because the bleed effects last longer. Of course, he also has smoke screen, so if you're getting overwhelmed in the battle, use your smoke screen and get out of there. Also, the teleport is really good. It can distract your enemies, and also it can be used to help bring your allies up and automatically heal them. Alright folks, well that's it for the quick Warframe, a better way to load out. What I'm also going to do is show you how to upgrade your pet. He has an Orgon Catalyst on him, and as you can see, Link Health, Link Armor, his ball's at 240% melee, and everything else, like I said, I'm slowly building it up. I've only had this game for probably a few months now, but I've known guys who've been on this for years, and I've, you know, the action speaks for itself. If you have any questions, need tips on how to get more endo, or let me know, and I will share videos with you on those links. So I will start broadcasting when I get this next mission going, and we'll see you soon.